is success. In the beginning of the year, as we started to develop more relationship with the COVID pandemic, we had to make some drastic changes. We started to see a dissemination of people leaving the company because financially they couldn't afford it. In April, on April 1st, we closed down all of our financial gain from people that were here that were coming in. All the memberships were closed. We stopped charging anybody on April 1st and gave some time for people to recuperate. Um, Luckily, we did have some people who came back in and were like, no, we can afford it. Go ahead and charge me, or I want that product. Just go ahead and charge me. And we never turned on anybody again that didn't say to turn them on with their memberships. We've let it sit like that for some time now. We also had a section where we turned our Dex Atomic system into a free system, and we had it on there for free. We brought in over 800 people into that system on that free Dex Atomic. We got a lot of information from that. It told us a lot about the way people trade, the way people react to free systems, the way people correspond with each other in free systems. We also seen that smaller, tighter groups that communicated more with each other seemed to be more profitable. Nobody here can contest the fact that we have a lot of things, okay? That we have the Dex Atomic, we got signals, we got a bot, we got training, we got a lot of stuff. And sometimes I think we have too much stuff. And I'm pretty sure we have too much stuff. A lot of people get distracted on what to trade, when to trade. A lot of people get concerned on their level of experience in trading. Some people try to skip ahead. These are some of the challenges that we have met over the last several years, of course, but in the last 4 months, since we've really shut things down, this is some of the primary things that we have experienced, was that there was not enough direct connection. There was not enough community of trading rather than just a singular of trading, somebody going in and doing it on their own. We found that we had to start to study what systems were working. And as I started to go down the list of what was working, I had to find out what people were using. So exhaustively, we've been contacting a lot of people in our network. Some of you that are here on this meeting today have been contacted and been talked to. And if you have not, we could still take some time to do that. And that's what we're doing now, sort of in a mass generalization here meeting. What I'm going to introduce to you today is not something new and revolutionary. It's not something that just is hot off the presses and you got to own it now because this is what's going to make you successful. I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is that we have boiled it down to be 2 memberships and 1 system on this network. That's what we boiled it down to. We condensed it down to this process right now, and this is what we're going to roll out by Monday of this coming week. This Monday, we are taking this down to 1 successful system, and that is the Dex Atomic system. Now, the Dex Atomic is actually a couple different moving parts. We have the Dex Atomic portal that has our own onboard charting system. Now, the unfortunate part of this process is that a lot of the charting systems that we have here cost us a very large amount of money to keep going because we supply data to this chart. We also have our signal system. There's a lot of things that we have, and we're going to be actually cleaning a lot of the systems out of there. Hang on 1 second. There you go. I don't know if that was somebody's phone or somebody snoring. I didn't know it was putting people to sleep already. The programs themselves cost a lot of money to run. And we want to be able to help as many people find their idea of success, and we have. And I'm going to show you proof of that here in just a few minutes. But I wanted to talk to you all that most of you that are here, pretty much all of you that are here, should have a understanding who we are and what we've done. Whether or not things have worked for you or haven't worked for you. Hang on 1 second. I got to mute you all. Okay, there you go. If the systems have worked for you or have not worked for you is irrelevant at this point. What we have found is that a very special way to handle and work with people as they begin their process of learning how to trade or becoming profitable. Some of you already know how to trade. It's just following a strategy or following a process, what we refer to as trader's mind, and getting to that process. Some of you may know how to attach to Nadex and make a trade, and you may be semi-successful, but the consistency is always lost. I've met people like Dylan Davis who have said that they've been trading now for 6 years to no avail. And the discipline it takes to do the trades is very eluding sometimes. So we want to be able to help people find that solution for themselves. And it's different for every single person. So here's what we're going to be doing. And this may come to a shock to you, but our system is going to be condensed. We're going to be removing the daily and TNT signal systems, SR Max, and even the 5-minute TNT signal system. It's all going to be converted into the Dex Atomic system, but not just into any old Dex Atomic. It's actually going to be converted into the Dex Atomic Trading View system. And what I mean by this is that the onboard charts are good. Okay, they're okay, right? They work. Lots of people have come through and used them, and they can make money with them. There's some of you that are in this room that are making money with them right now. But the majority of people, the higher end success rates are coming from people that trade and utilize the Trading View chart system. Now, don't get overwhelmed. This is a lot of stuff in here. It's simply just down to this particular model. And it's very, very simple to attach and to use. This system also has a very large amount of information behind it as well, as far as data goes. The good thing is that the training that we'll provide and show you is very, very simple. It only takes just a handful of seconds to apply the tools to the chart. Oh, I put 2 of them on there. So easy, I put it on twice. You simply add on your system, go back into indicators, you go into built-ins, go to moving average, add a system on it. It has a default of 50. So what we're going to do is, or it has a default of 9. So we're going to change that to 50. I'm going to go to style. I'm going to turn that on, make it thicker. And this is it. This is the program. Well, this is only one chart. And a lot of people, you have to understand that the Trading View system that we utilize on our website, this one, isn't identical to this as far as data goes. The simplicity of this is welcoming, but once I show you how to do it on a simplistic system like this, you're going to be even more profitable. Let me show you a few things here too. I learned just this one the other day. Now I can learn things from our customers and our clients and our friends. You just simply make a watch list. And something just as simple as that. Oops, wrong one. USD. There we go. There we go. And at the top of every hour, you can come in and click down and go through. If you had all 10 pairs on here, depending on the time of day, you could go through and see which ones fired off a signal or not. This system right here gives you a lot of availability to trade. The other good thing about this program, instead of using this one, is that this one comes with phone apps, comes with alerts, it comes with an ability to write and keep information on the chart, to keep notes, to help you in your progression with your journal. It also has comments that you can make. There's things that you can share. You can create alerts. It's a very powerful solution to our signal system. Now, because this is priority and also invite only, You can't just go to TradingView and get our chart. You have to have a membership with us to be able to do that. So the reason why we're boiling it all down to be this particular program is that we will have all of the training on Dex and in the portal. You'll then meet inside a program we refer to as Discord. This system is mostly designed for gamers and stuff, but I've sort of taken it to a whole new level. If you're in one of our 2 memberships, you'll either have a green room membership or a den membership. Okay. So it's very easy to communicate in here. There's a lot of information that we can help you with. There's a lot of results that you can post and share and show. The community does navigate itself and also make sure that there's nothing too crazy going on. Remember, there's people in here making money. This isn't just some, oh, I think we should all buy on that last signal. This isn't a trading group. There's no one showing, what trades to take. This is what we're showing success. We're showing our learned side of what the strategy is. There's nobody coming in here and taking a free ride. There's nobody coming in here and taking David M's trades at the top of the hour. And, he's not calling out trades for anybody, and we'll never do that. So if you have any ideas that, you want a trading room so you could just kind of come in and take everybody's trade and this is just a signal for you, that's not what we're doing. We're no longer just providing a signal. We're providing a system for you to be able to utilize. And why is that so important for you? Why is it so important for you to learn the program and learn how to trade it? It's because that will go with you forever. The TradingView system as well comes with some guarantees. It comes with a guarantee that, one, if anything happens to the company, if the company goes away, the TradingView script will be sent to every single person with instructions on how to apply it, open source. That's right. If we ever have to close or anything ever happens to the process itself, I will make the script open source. And all of you will be able to use it. Anybody could use it at that point. But I don't think anything's going to happen to the company. We have weathered some pretty bad storms that have come our way. No pun intended with the previous storm that just came by my house. But most of you will see in the next few minutes the successes that we've started to bring to people and to show them. And why we are doing this is because we have found that too many companies out there just keep spinning the next best thing. We want to boil it down to one thing that really works. If the signals work, but it takes time and there's different variant skill levels that have to be applied, the simplest thing here is the Dex Atomic. The Dex Atomic is simpler than the daily signals and the mentality behind it. And it teaches you the most. The toughest part about doing the Dex Atomic system is knowing how to read the charts and the different levels, what we call support and resistance, or dynamic support and resistance, we refer to as pullback. That's the toughest part to do. But once you get it, it's almost done at a glance. There's people in our network that are highly skilled at it. It takes a little bit of creative time to learn it. That's why we have you in demo at first, to learn that process. Because as the statement says, most of you probably know this statement like the back of your hand. Once you find your consistency, you simply add volume to get to your goal. But that consistency takes patience and discipline to arrive to. That's what some of you that are here now, that are in the den, that are learning now. But once you get it, once it really hits you and you get that aha moment, there's nothing like it in the world. All right. I'm going to go down into, I'm going to go back to my other page. And I want to show you this. Hang on one second. I have to get off the screen here. There you go. I want to show you this. This is a list of journals from our friends over at the Den. Now, the Den is the Dex exclusive network, if you haven't heard yet. And that Dex exclusive network has been filing out for about a month, well, a little less than a month, right? But we've been teaching people the Dex Atomic system. Now, David M., who's the first on the list here, is one of the crowning jewels here, because he's one of the first ones that was in it and really starting to make the atomic work for himself. Started back in June in demo. It was June 2nd started, went to June 12th in demo, and then started on live on June 12th. Started going to live money on June 12th. So this number here has been made since June 12th, which is about it looks like $3,500. So the point being is that what makes David different than anybody else who's been in the systems and working? Well, his patience and discipline. Retired gentleman, working hard with it. There's other people in here who are making money, who are working full-time jobs or part-time jobs. But I want to show you something, what happens, what I mean by consistency plus volume. This 3240 is from July 20th, it looks like. Okay. And why that's so big is because right around here is where he went on June 20th is when he went to 2 contracts. He was in 1 contract per contract here. So this is not, those 3,500 is not from that time period. It's just from to the 20th of July, from June 12th to the 20th of July, 3,500. And then from there, 32. So about $6,700, 68. And as you see, as he progresses through, this is where consistency plus volume got you. This is a pretty good day too. This is today. Yesterday, the day before. I think this is a typo. You know, when calculating your timing, I think we counted too many days in there for that one. But all the rest of it is factual. $161 for 1 day's worth of work. And not even how much time was put in there. Let's see. 6 a.m., 8 a.m., 8 a.m., 10 a.m. So over a 4-hour period, I'm pretty sure he didn't sit at his computer for the full 4 hours. But as we start to go through the solutions, people are in doing their part. Even the owners. Chris G. There's Paul. There's Thor. Okay, so everybody is here that's in the den is working on their specific ways to get to their idea, their success. Okay, because everybody has their own idea what success is. $3,500 a month for one person may not be enough. They may need to make $7,000. Well, in David Manning's case, how would he make $7,000 in a month or $6,000? If he's trading 2 contracts at a time, you probably have to trade 4 contracts at a time to get to that, if his account can handle it. Now, you see the proof, you see the process that's here. You see that we have the systems and programs. Now we're going to talk about a few things with the network and what the 2 memberships are and what you get for those and what you will be getting for those. I'm bringing this meeting to all of your attention, and why you all showed up here today is because you're still looking. You're still trying to find something that's working for you. Now, some of you have been with us before. Some of you have paid for lifetime memberships. Some of you have paid for founders positions. Some of you have paid for whatever. And we're going to get all that addressed today. If you go right to the home page, and I'm going to click on this process here. This will bring me to the pricing page. And don't let numbers fool you. There's all kinds of systems or deals that we can run with you. And I'm going to talk about some of them. But the 2 primary memberships are the Den and the Green Room. The Den being the Dex exclusive network. Now, when we first fired off the Den, we said that we weren't going to bring anybody in until after 6 months. Okay. After every 6 months, we would bring people into the den to keep it very, very controlled and concise. But we're going to open this up to only people that have been with us before. If you have had uh, a membership with us at any time in our history of 7 years, then you're going to have access. You can have access to the den if you're buying in. Now, each membership is split into two. One part of the membership is, and cost for the membership is for the actual membership itself. Okay. And the other is for the utility of the membership. That means it's like you're buying the house and you still have to pay utilities, or you're renting the house and you still have to pay utilities. Now, if you've already purchased or you already have a lifetime membership, don't worry, that number will be excluded. You won't have to pay anything for your membership. But you still will have to pay the monthly utility. Now, there is some deals and everything that we can work with some people, that if you already have a membership, but yet you haven't gone live yet, there's a lot of things that we can do. And the best thing that I can tell you is that if you want to do this, if this is something you really want to do, but it comes down to money, then you simply call us or write us or hit us up in chat, these little 3 buttons down here for the time being. You hit us up here and you ask the question. It's simple. Hey, I want to be a part of it. What kind of deal can I make with you guys? I'm hurting a little bit here, or I need some more training, or I need to do something. If you can afford to do this, this is a very good price to be at for what you're going to be making. If you're making $3,500 to $4,000 or $5,000 a month, this should be nothing to you. Our original intent with the den was that it would be about $500 a month after you went live after 4 months. Now it's always just going to be $100. So that's a pretty good deal for you guys that have already purchased the den in that solution. The other membership is called the green room. Now, the difference between the den and the green room is pretty vast. The den is going to have the Discord chat room where the owners will be in that room throughout the day trading. Also, other master traders will be in there trading. We'll also give you consults and help you walk through the process if you have a little less experience, or you need that attention, like, man, I don't know if I can keep the attention to make it happen. You're going to have us always looking, almost every day, looking at your journals, making sure you're getting on with the process, and helping you with the discipline, helping you with the patience, the mentality. You're going to have your community helping you with that process as well, master traders in there doing it. Now, the difference between that and the green room is that the green room will also have a chat room, okay? But it won't be as heavily monitored as the rest of it is, okay? There'll be people in there, and if you need help, you can always file in and get chat or ask for a consult and do those things. But they're not going to be as attentive as I would say is in the den, of course. And the reason why you would go with the green room and not the den is that maybe, you really got it and you don't really need a lot of help and you think you got it. And you're more of a loner and you don't really want any criticism, or you don't want any help with your journal. You don't need that stuff, but you still have all the tools for it. Then this is your place. And this is a pretty fair price, a $50 membership and a $50 utility fee a month for $100. Now, as all of you know, there's some of you that are here that are already paying more than this, and you're in that area. So here's the deal that's going to happen. And this kind of says a lot about who our company is. If you are a member and you're paying more than this right now, more than this $100 to be here, we're going to reduce your fee down to this amount. We're going to change your account over to be 50 and 50 like this, and have you pay just $100 a month. If you're paying the 157 or the 127, it'll revert down to this amount. Now, it doesn't say it's true if you're paying less, though. You're not going to be set up to this point. If you're in the green room right now, you're paying less than this, then guess what? You're going to keep paying what you're paying. So is the idea of the den as well. If you're paying more than this is what you're going to be paying. If you're paying less than this, you're going to be paying what you're paying right now. Now, if you're a brand new customer, you're going to have to end up paying this amount. That's just it in a nutshell. If you need help or you need a plan or you need something, you know, a discount or something to help you out until you go live and start making money, we can work with you on that. There's no free accounts. There's no free ride. There's a lot of work to do. Now, if you're a founder or if you've already have a lifetime, if you have a lifetime, your monthly membership will be taken off and you only have to pay the monthly utility fee. Now, if you haven't gone live yet and you need some help with that, we're willing to work with you on that as well. Okay. So to recap, what's going to happen on Monday of next week, we are going to remove a lot of the secondary systems that we have, daily signals, hours, that kind of stuff. And what's going to happen with those is that they're going to be taken off of the site and systems. They're not going to be shut off just yet because this is a test of our process of what we're going to be doing. There'll be also a real big push to remove everybody from the Dex Atomic portal and bring everybody over to the TradingView process. That means more training. That means more hands-on, and I'm willing to do that with all of you. We'll be holding some major meetings during the week to help you progress through your learning side of the TradingView system. But like you've seen this morning, this is very easy to put on and start working with. There's some masterful training that's going to be coming as well on some of the secondary programs that are in here. You know, how to draw on the charts, what levels to go at, how to read the in between the mean, we call reading between the lines, okay? How to work with the arrows, which arrows to take and which ones not to take, what time frames are best and not best, because we are gathering a lot of information from those people that are here trading. How to apply the alerts. There'll be some upgrades to the system as well on our alert system. How to create a template, how to make the shortcuts work, how to use the app and use Nadex's trading app to trade between the two. So while you're on vacation or driving down the road or whatever. Okay. We can't make it any easier than it is. But we implore you that if this is something that you have been looking for some time, is a company to finally stand by that, hey, this works. This is what works. All the other stuff is just cannon fodder. It's just noise. Now, if you're asking if you've come here and you've been a part of the Xedan bot system, our system that automatically trades on Nadex, in order for us to get the Xedan to connect to the Nadex platform with the Dex Atomic system, I need help creating the code for that. And that cost money. It has been and I'll tell you this right now, it's been a struggle to try to keep the company moving forward, at the same time keeping it from failing, because our systems of the signals and the network and all that kind of stuff costs so much money. Data alone is through the roof to be able to run it. Security, another big expense. Servers that can block out hackers and keep people from hitting us. And trust me, for the last 6.5 years, 7 years that I've been running the signals and systems on a particular server network, I've been getting hacked at every single week. Now it's finally died down that we got some pretty tight security on there, but that stuff costs so much money to be able to do. So finally, with the Xedan system, we are going to take a step back just a little bit. Some have already turned theirs off because the signals and the systems work, but there's like a 1 step forward, 2 steps back, 3 steps forward, 1 step back kind of mentality, and sort of a break-even mentality, unless you're really focused on managing that process. The one thing that has worked true blue with us is the data collection with the signals and that process, but we wanted to break it down to what works, not just on paper, but works on real money. When we teach people to trade demo, we're not trying to tell them, go trade demo with fake money so you can see how much money you can make in fake. No, we're trying to teach you how to operate the systems. Because when it comes to trading live money, there is a completely different mentality. There is a completely networkable system in there that we apply. We apply more caution, less trades. When you're trading in demo, you're trading more trades and probably more contracts and things like that. But in live, we're teaching you to use patience and discipline, but also to be very careful, apply caution, limit the amount of trades you do. Less is more in our network. I could show you trades that David Menning was making in the very beginning, probably about 20, 30, 40 trades at a particular time period, which now he's dialing down to 5 or 6. In some cases, only 1 or 2. The more masterful you become at the process of how to use pullback and what trades to take and what time frames to use, the more masterful you become with those, the more profitable you are. More is not always more in most cases. In some cases, we have people who are just trading once or twice a day, and they're doing pretty dang good. As you can kind of see in this process, we're also using, just so most of you know, the ATM stands for at the money. And this at the money strategy stands for a lot less risk. In our previous programs, the signals, these use a $25 profit to a $75 risk. That's 3 to 1. That's crazy. In our particular case with the ATM, we're using almost as close as possible we can get to 1 to 1. It's a $45 profit margin with a $55 risk. And I'm telling you right now, that's the best what we can do, because it keeps it sort of in the money mentality, but at the money pricing. You're never really going to get a 50-50 and have the same results. You might be a lot less. But that $45 seems to really hone it in. And you can't dispute the results. Now, I love Tim W., but he told me in the very beginning, I'm not a trader. I don't know if I can trade this. And as he started in the process, he simply proved himself wrong. This is somebody who really, when he said, I'm not really a trader, you guys can see the proof in front of you. I think he is. And it doesn't take very much to do. See a chat here. Okay. Now, we will open this up to questions. We will open this up to questions here in just a minute, but I want to make a couple small final statements here, and then we'll open up to questions and get this process moving. These people that are in this room right now are what's left over from about 50 people. There's probably another 10 that are in their transition to get me their journals from this. And so what we need as a company is many, many more people doing this, the den side. You can come onto the green and try to figure it out and kind of go through it. And I'm not saying that because it costs more money or what have you. I really don't care about that side of the money. What I care about is how many people can we have come in, start this process, and if it works for you, it'll work for you and you will never leave. I can tell you that right now. If it works for you and you're working it, you'll never want to leave. That's what I'm looking for. I want it to work for you because you'll never leave. The company will always be there. We'll always have the company. But for those that come in and just dip their toe in or just, I don't know if it's going to work, or try to figure out your own system within our system. And you know who you are. There's a lot of you that come on and they're like, well, if I add a stochastic and maybe a Bollinger Band to it, don't try to make it something it's not. Follow the mentality training. Follow the process. It is strong already. We're just making it stronger now. We're condensing it into one platform and one program with 2 memberships that'll trade the same thing, the Dex Atomic. And that's what we're really hoping that you all can absorb into. The ability to be able to use the TradingView charts and the systems, no matter what level you are, simplistic like this, just how it sits, one chart at a time. And trust me, this isn't about getting you over to TradingView so we can make some sort of commission on TradingView crap. Okay, because you can use this entire system with a free program. I don't care if you use free. I don't care if you have the $59. Now, if you're getting the $59 one, hit our affiliate key on there. Absolutely. There's no conflict of interest there for me because I use these charts every day. This company's very reputable, probably one of the strongest chart companies I've ever seen in my life. It's not like we try to get an affiliate code for me from Nadex, right? We'll never do that. That's a conflict of interest. But having you go over to charts and tools and systems like this is something that I will stand by wholeheartedly to the day I die. I love these charts and programs. This is what's changed my life. TradingView has really changed my life when it comes to trading and systems. Okay? We'll teach you how to use it this simplistic or this advanced. A one-glance 5-chart system. And you can have as many, when you get the more advanced side, you could have as many chart loadouts as you want. Okay? But if you have the free side, I'll teach you how to use that free side, just like we're using over here, thanks to one of our members. Just how to kind of click down like you would on one of our sites. Okay? All right. At this time, before I open it up to questions, I want to open it up to Thor, Paul, or Chris, if any of you guys have anything more to add to this change, this condensing.
No, I think it's a definite step forward. And for many of you, it's actually going to save you some money over the long run by eliminating the $500 a month fee. That's gone. The $250 a month fee is gone. So
Right.
You'll have consistency. You're getting more for less money. And also, I'm new to TradingView. I've been working with that just the last few days, and I'm really impressed with it.
Yeah.
What it can do, what you can do, and there's going to be some setup issues, and we will work that out. And I think Quick Hitter Fishing asks, is there going to be training videos? I guarantee there will be lots of new training videos.
There'll be new training videos, but right now, the Dex Atomic TradingView system has a lot.
Yeah, I'm talking about setting up TradingView and going through, the features there.
Yes, it still has a lot.
Yeah.
Trade the pricing, what you get, the indicator, request the indicator, how to set it on your chart. There will be more videos on certain things like setting up like the watch list, more reading in between the lines, the indicators. Again, I'm not advocating, I'm not going to sit and teach you all the built-in indicators like what's in a rune and you don't need all that nonsense.
Yeah,
you don't need any of that.
Yeah, you don't need that. There's a lot of stuff in there that you should just turn off.
Well, yeah, and that's what it is. And in fact, there's like the dark theme you see now everything can be done inside the system. It's very, very intuitive on that. So dude says, I love TradingView, been using it since I started. That's David Manning, the one you see with all the success in there. And it's not just because he's using TradingView, the success. TradingView is a tool. Think of this as the pneumatic nailer, if you will, right? As far as the Dex Atomic signals and the master signals and stuff that we had on there, they're going to the wayside as well until we fix some major issues that are in there. TradingView has with their program some nuances within scripting. So when things change in there, I need another programmer in there. And I got no bones about it. I'm an okay programmer and I can do the job when it comes to it. It takes a really long time. But if it starts to get too complicated or too, I don't know. I don't even know what line to go down with everybody to tell you is that I'm the guy that can build you a home and put it all together. But if you want me to make you a nuclear reactor in the basement, you might have to refer to Christophe Gagne. But again, we all have our parts here. He's not a programmer either. So I need an actual programmer that does that all just every day. So that's what we're looking to hire in. John asks, do we get free TradingView membership through you guys? You can, yeah. And I'll show you. It's very simple. When you come in, you're going to go to the Dex Atomic TV portal, okay? And you're going to go right to sign up. He says, do not sign up for indicator unless you've gone through the overview. And you definitely want to do that. You want to go through the overview and look at what we're talking about. But once you go through the overview, it's basically going to tell you to come over here. I already have an account with TradingView. And if you already have a TradingView account, this is going to take you into the training side of the program. You're going to request, if you already have a TradingView account, you're going to send us your profile, so then I can add you to the indicator. Okay, the indicator has to be added to your account. It is what they call an invite-only indicator. That's why when I came into indicators, I came down to invite-only scripts, and here they are. They're locked because you can't see the source code. So if you're going to come on and try to just see the source code and then disappear, that's not going to work. This is an invite-only script. Now, like I said, if it turns out that the company fails or something happens or we have to close, I will open this up to open source and everybody will have access to it. Okay? But I don't think that's going to happen. We're all pretty successful now. All right. So the master signals for the Dex Atomic are not going to be used at this point. Just go in and learn how to use the TradingView system. There'll be an alert program that we're devising with this process here too. That'll be more scripted towards, what pair to take, but not a level to take. Okay, that's not going to come out until we fix the issue with the alert system. As you can kind of see, this is the alert system I'm using right now, and there's a lot of them, and we're not getting failures. We're getting like little micro failures, so it doesn't have the consistency as I want, as far as the right levels. So we're fighting that, and I'm not good enough to find out where that issue is with TradingView. I'm waiting on a programmer, and that's going to come in some time. Okay. Now with the Xedan system as well, we're not going to open up the Xedan system until we can open up this TradingView process and get it attached to it. Okay. Quick here, you don't need to send me your thing again. I already have it. So when you go into your indicators, you don't see invite only scripts right there.
You may have to close and reopen TradingView. I did.
Yeah. So if you have a free system, it should have it in there. But we'll have to maybe schedule a consult to be able to do that, or do a Discord system in there where we're talking in Discord. You have the Pro. Well, that's weird. Okay. So what we'll do is after this meeting, we'll go into Discord and we'll do that. And that's something for all of you too, is that the power of being able to immediately connect with somebody within there is pretty powerful too. It's very weird why you all don't have it. All right. At this time, any other questions, any other statements from my compadres, Paul or Chris?
Hi, it's Paul.
Yeah, man.
No. Oh, Chris, would you like to go first, Chris? No, probably not.
Go ahead,
okay,
Paul.
I was gonna say I didn't use TradingView at all. I'd say until the beginning of this month, because obviously I've been with the company since the beginning, and I was so used to the way that we traded, and I thought, yeah, this is it for me. And so I left that side of it to everybody else in the company.
Right.
And I must admit, I had TradingView on my system. I was already a member, but I just never used it. It was dormant. When I saw what some of the people were finally doing, and they were sort of getting ahead of me in the trading world, I thought, well, I'll start in August, which I have done. I've just started, and I have found it so easy.
Yeah.
Really, really easy and so informative. I don't have all that you've gone here. I have a white screen. I don't like this black.
Right. I do it because of my eye.
It's just. I like it. I like it as in the screen that we have on the old with our system. So I've kept it as that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am thoroughly enjoying it. Thoroughly enjoying this. Really, that's all I wanted to say. Each to their own taste. But to me, this is rocking it for me.
Awesome. I'm very happy to hear that. Chris?
I just wanted to mention, if with customer service, I do handle a lot of that. So if there are questions about accounts and things of that nature, just contact us through the customer service. But as far as trading and questions, and even with the trading view, if some are having some issues getting it started, if you're coming on board, and please just use Discord.
Yeah.
And that way your questions get answered a lot quicker. There are more of us that are in the Discord. So, the handful, between the handful of us, we can help you out a lot quicker and a lot more effectively by using the Discord. So I just wanted to mention that to folks. That's all.
Absolutely. Discord is going to be an immediate source of information for you. If you have a question, now sometimes you might get the snide answer of go back through training, like some of the simple stuff, right? You might just like, here's a link back to the training video. Because the idea here is that you must embed the answers into your brain. You must take that initiative. If you can't find it in there, don't suffer. Then just ask, hey, where's the training video on this said program, or how do I do this? I want you to take this initiative only because it takes a lot for us to go, okay, if we said it just once, it's once, but there might be 7 people that ask that same question. If you keep asking the same question over, then we know that we're not getting the training videos on, and we change that. So we pride ourselves on kind of upgrading the training and keep that going. All right. I want to read a few.
Max,
yeah.
Sorry, I was just going to say, the people, please remember, and I've always said this, the only stupid question is the question that's not asked.
Mm-hmm.
If something you think is a stupid question, there's probably hundreds of people with the same question that are thinking, I'm not going to ask it because it sounds stupid. To me, no question that you ask is stupid because I've been there.
Yeah.
Simple. Sorry, I just didn't mean
to. No, you're
absolutely
right, and thank you for bringing that to out like that, because he's right. There is no stupid question. You might get a stupid answer, but there is no stupid question. The fact that you're here to learn. See, that's the difference between the green room and the den. In the green room, yes, still ask questions. You're going to get answers. Don't get me wrong. You're not going to go in there. It's going to be, well, right now it's sort of pseudo empty because there's not a lot of people in there. But there's, in the den or in the green room, making that community is very strong. There's some of you that will come and be like, all right, I don't need all the advanced help. Maybe I just need this. And that's what the green room is for. But let me tell you, if you go in there, you're not finding success, then I think you should upgrade to the green room, because that's where the mentality really gets held to you. The fire gets held to your feet at that point, right? We want you to be successful in either one, but it's all about your finances too. If you can afford to do the den, then do the den. Okay. I want you to be successful. And for a limited time here, I am going to be really paying attention to everybody that's coming on board, whether you're in the green room or the den. The rest of the staff and everybody else will be kind of handling their den and their process. Okay. Let me read a few things in here. It says, Quick Hitter Fishing says, I love this group. I have tried many systems. The integrity speaks volumes. I'm a pretty crappy trader, but the owners and members are some really special people. That was not a paid statement, by the way. He says, that's him saying that. So Quick Hitter is an individual that, yeah, he's right. He's having challenges at first, but he's slowly getting it. And sometimes it just takes a little extra help to get to that point. That's the good part about the den. Okay. We don't let anybody off easy in the den, right? There's none of this, well, I know better, and you either follow the system or you don't, but you can't complain about, if you don't follow the system and you're not getting success and you're not speaking out, you can't blame anybody but yourself. And you have to keep that in mind, because we're here to help you. Okay. John says, will there be training video on how to set up all the necessary indicators in TradingView? Absolutely. In fact, there's going to be training videos, but then training webinars as well on more. It really comes down to, what can I give you repetitive? I can only tell you so much. This is the 50 MA moving average. Here's what it does. Once you get that information, you kind of know that this is sort of a micro dynamic trend. This is the trend up. If you have some pullback, you can look at a different line. The most challenging part is knowing where to pull back to. And that's knowing how to read the different hills and valleys in this process, and which ones you should pull back and not pull back to. Pull back too far, won't get filled. Pull back too close, you'll get filled, but you'll lose. Now, there is an at the money strategy, but it's not as good as the pullback strategy that we utilize. Where do we pull back? Well, in between this particular zone, and we call the mean. This is where you would pull back to. Would that signal got picked up? If it touched that mean or came within 2 pips of that mean, possibly. Okay, so we teach you little things like that, but we're going to teach you them over and over and over again. It's easy to choose and follow an arrow. It's easy then to, once you start seeing the market, but then how much do you trade? How many contracts should I do? Those little things we teach you along the way, called incremental crawl. How much to risk of your one balance that you have. I only got $500 in there. Can I trade 6 contracts? Absolutely not. And we're going to hold you to that, especially in the den, because you're going to be doing things like everybody else is doing. You're going to be making these journals. We show you how to do these journals. This is really important. There's some people in here who have a lot of information inside their journal. And that information that they have is spread for them because it has so much information for them on what they've done and not done. And that's really powerful for everybody, because you get a sense of what you've done right and, of course, what you've done wrong. And that's how you learn.
Every time you show his, I'm embarrassed.
Oh, I know. Me too. Listen, I do these all the time, and I look at his, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me, Jeff Whiteman. You're doing great in there. All right, let me get down to some of these questions. We're getting a lot of. Will Atomic Xedans be coming back eventually? Yes, they will, because that is another good resource for us that doesn't take any extra money to do within the system. But again, those signals were devised around my code. I got to get that code fixed. I'm working with a few people now, but I got to be very careful, because this code goes out. It goes to the wrong hands. A program is tough to find, because if it goes to the wrong hands, somebody could abuse it. Take it, steal it, do with their own thing, and then it's in somebody else's hands. Okay. Skyliner63 says, I'm a little confused. Is this program ready to go now? It seems like you have to add more. No, it's ready to go right now. These people are in here making money.
Yeah, I'm trading it this morning.
Yeah.
David three winning trades this morning.
And this isn't just something that happened yesterday. This has been for months now. It's been in there. This is why we're condensing everything. The program's ready. The training's there on how to get started and how to go. There'll be more finite trading. There'll be other systems in there. So yeah, it's ready to go.
Basically, if you've been using the charts on our website, the transition to trading view is nothing. There's no transition required, other than getting it set up and getting the colors the way you like it and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's very, very little, if any, new training that you need. So if you've been using the charts, it's just going over to trading view. That's all it is.
Right. And again, I get what you're saying too, is that the transition is a little encumbersome, because you're going to something that you just go to a chart, you just go to a page, and you have all this on the left. You can go down the line, you can scroll back and forth. It feels like trading view. Look, it is trading view, right? The difference between the trading view that you go to the website on and what you have on our site is that this program is a special program given to me by TradingView. Okay, this is what we call a public or a private library. Now, the difference between this TradingView and this one is that this one is held by our own data, which means we take information from the decentralized banking system overseas, and we compile it and feed it into our database. That database is probably the biggest database I've ever owned. Okay. And it costs so much money, and it's just constantly getting more and more. It's not just about the money now. It's also about that I have to constantly keep it going and making sure that it's safe, that the data isn't corrupted, all that kind of stuff, right? Because there's people that want us to fail, of course. Okay. But the system to go from here to the TradingView system is very, very easy. You might see the system set up on the left instead of the right. You might have your bars that you hit on the right instead of the left. But again, it is very easy to sort of set up. You can create a layout to be a particular way. You can have it white, you can have it black, you can have it different colors, you can have the bars all set. There's so many different things, and we will dive into those. Okay. There'll be some of you that'll figure it out on your own as well. Okay. There's some other things like the replays and all the setups and all that stuff. Should I have a full screen mode, or should, there's just a lot. Okay, another question. When you guys talk pushback or going past the fifth candle, what are the things to look for? I hear you guys refer to pushback. Pullback. Not pushback, but pullback. The pullback is that when a signal fires, we're looking left, okay, over a period of however many bars, 5 or 6 or what have you, or we're looking for what we call a support level or a resistance level, depending on which direction it's going on. Okay, so there is a lot of information that one question can provide, but that's basically it. We're just looking for where can the pair pull back to? Like if I were to get into this trade, it would have been up here. I would have come down to right around in here to be able to trade right off the red line, right in between this. Right from,
and that would determine
right
the strike on Nadex.
Right. And then I would look at that price at 1835 and I would go to Nadex and I would find a strike that is very, very close to it, not above it. If it's a buy, not above it, but below it, right? I don't want to get into trading here on the system itself. That's not what this is today. But I have to tell everybody, okay, just as a quick recap, okay? Let me see. I don't think there's any other. Got everybody. Okay. Simply go to the homepage. Okay. Jeff Vandenberg says, Max, these are practical charges. We're getting focused on a proven system. Jeff Vandenberg, thank you very much for that statement. You're absolutely right. These prices that I'm trying to create are practical for where we're at today. Right? We can make adjustments. If you come to us and you're like, I really want to make this work. If you're devoted to us to make it happen, it is in my best interest to get you successful because you'll constantly be here paying that money. If you have a problem paying with upfront and getting to that point, just reach out to us. And excuse the language here, but if you have the balls or the moxie to ask for help, I'm willing to help. Okay. I'm not willing to give for free. It has to be something, but I'm willing to work with you no matter what to make it work. Okay. To get you to that point. If you have the time and you have the will and you got the drive, I'm willing to help. I don't want finances to stay in your way. I'd rather you take some of the money and put it into being able to trade to make that. Okay. Don't come to me with, all right, Max, I won't be able to pay anything because I can't afford to pay rent and do that stuff. Pay rent, live life. Don't worry about trading at the moment. Survive. If you want to come in and learn how to trade, I can do that. But I'm not willing to give away stuff for free at this particular point. I'm willing to help you, but I can't give it away for free. Okay. Just reach into the chat and we can set up a time to help you with that, Jeremy. He asked me about charts, and it's real easy to get a little bit turned around and backed up on stuff. Okay. So don't feel, if you're struggling, don't struggle for too long. Reach out to us. There's so many different ways. We can go to Discord. You can go inside the chat room, what have you. Okay. But we can get you set up. In some cases, it's just simply as swiping up to swiping down on copying and pasting and doing your journal. So unless you got that nuance down. So as a final wrap up here, come to the homepage, click on the join the den or join the green room, which either one you're going to do. It's very, very simple. If you've already paid a membership or you have a lifetime, okay, we'll give you a particular coupon code. I know this sounds very odd, but we're going to give you a particular code that'll wipe off the payment or what have you, okay, for that process. So just reach out to us and we'll make you a special payment page to go to, or give you a special code to put in the payment page to get you started again. If you already have a payment system with us, if you've already been a member before, we could do it right from your membership side. Okay, just call us and say, all right, Max, go ahead. I want to be a part of it. Charge me this amount. We'll go straight in the system for you. With your permission, we'll do it right with you on the phone or in a consult or what have you, and charge you right there, or send us an email. We'll go ahead and send you or charge you on the invoice directly from that process. Okay. So many different ways. I want to thank everybody who showed up today. We had a great turnout today. Lots of people. I don't want you just to look at this and be like, I'll give it a shot. I want you to be really in it. This is not something I want you to take lightly. If you can only afford to do the green room, but you need den kind of protection in there, I'm willing to help you. If you're here on this site right now and you want to make this work, I'm willing to help you. Okay. To get you started, to get you in there. Now, I can't do that for everybody, but I can do that for the majority of people that come in and ask. Okay. So if you come in and you ask, I will make the time to help. All right. Come in, grab your price, grab your direction. If you're already a member, remember, just pick up the phone or hit the 3 buttons in there. Or if you're already part of Discord, be a part of Discord and come in there and ask for what we need to do. Okay. Does anybody else have any other statements? Any final statements you want to bring to the table? Everybody else good? My partners, you guys all good?
Yeah.
Okay. This isn't easy for me to say. Jeremy says, stay motivated, people. That's not what was easy. This isn't easy for me to tell everybody. I've been doing this for a very long time, and I love you all. I feel that you all have a great opportunity. But I never got into this business because I loved trading. I never got into this business because trading was my passion since I was 6. Okay. I got into this because it was a necessity at the time to beat back the industry of its corruption and its nastiness. I swore that I would always be transparent and upfront and try to do the best I possibly could do to help as many people as possible find their idea of success. That's just not a mission statement. That's my life. But I love music. I love playing games. I have a gaming network. I love food. I love cooking. These are things that I'm passionate about. My wife has a real estate company. You know, there's all these things that I'm involved in. This is not my passion, but it's the progression that I'm putting to it. It's my compassion that I'm putting to this that I hope makes it successful. There have been many times that we could have taken this company to a different level if we could have just bent the rules a little bit. You know how many people we brought to Nadex? If I had a Nadex affiliate, we'd be multimillionaires right now. But the reason we didn't is that we didn't want to conflict with the process itself. I don't want to be one of those fly-by-night companies that are just promising you everything, can't give you the backyard. We are now focused on our most winningest process, and it's proven. It's no joke. It's not some, it's only been for a couple of days or you got a week's worth of profits and now though everybody double down and then we all lose. It is a real program with time and effort, patience and discipline will get you to consistency, which then simply add volume and we'll all get to our goal. I'll end there. I'm Max Farrow. This is DexFXMarkets.com. I hope to see you all inside. And until next time, trade well.